What you're seeing isn't a costume. It's not makeup, nor is it special effects. This is the Manurangs, a family whose faces change shape. Born in a small village in Indonesia, this family is believed to be cursed by demons or a crossbreed with animals. But that's just what some villagers believe. Cause the reality of the matter is that the Manurangs are living with an undiagnosed condition which causes their faces to be altered permanently. Their skins are as fragile as paper and their gums will never stop growing, essentially giving them that protruding mouth that you see. These 5 individuals are all siblings, the eldest brother along with his 4 sisters, and out of the 5, only one of them escaped without this genetic mutation. They say that in the family, their mother looked normal, but their father had the same condition, and neither him or any of them have gone to the doctors to find out why they look like this. After their father passed away, the eldest brother took it upon himself to take care of his younger sisters. However, as you can imagine, having this sort of appearance and trying to find a job became rather difficult. He was constantly shunned by many, looked down upon and made fun of, saying no one is willing to hire a monster. Since the Manurang family refuses to visit the doctors, they're not able to get the right help, and people could only speculate what their condition might be. Some have even taken it as far as saying it's inbreeding. But one person they're linking them to is Kawana, and she could quite possibly be the one to solve this mystery. Kawana is the first person in Brazil to have this condition, and it happens to be very similar to the Manurang family in many ways. This 23-year-old was born without eyelids, has very thin skin, all the while her eyes and mouth protrude outwards, and her gums constantly grow. Do you see a pattern here? Now, because of the fact that she has no eyelids, Kawana has a very difficult time seeing in bright light. Not to mention, she has to sleep with her eyes open. And don't even talk about the sun, as the ultraviolet rays are a huge hazard to her eyesight. She's had 5 surgeries on her eyes and more than 20 on her mouth. But like I've mentioned before, her gums never stop growing, which means she's stuck getting surgery for the rest of her life. Just take that in for a second. There is no cure for what she has. The name of this condition is called Barber-Say syndrome, a congenital disorder which primarily affects the face, mainly associated with excessive hair growth, an overly broad mouth, eyelid deformities, along with loose, saggy, and ultra-thin skin. This genetic condition can literally affect anyone, but in the same right, it's so rare that less than 20 people in history have been recorded to have it. Kawana says humans fear what is different. She's had situations where people have come in contact with her and immediately went back to wash their hands and cleanse themselves. But before we get into how she deals with all this negativity, let's get back to the Manurangs. People are asking, why is this family so hesitant to get diagnosed? What could they possibly be hiding? Well, the thing is, the way they see it, their condition isn't affecting their health in any sort of way, and if their life isn't in jeopardy, then what's the point of fixing it? And even if it's speculated that they have Barber-Say syndrome, realistically the life expectancy of people with that condition is the same as anyone else in the world. It's not something that affects their internal health or organs, nor does it cause intellectual disability. All it does is tamper with their appearance. The eldest brother said it used to affect his confidence, and looking this way made him feel inferior. The same goes for Kawana, as she used to come home crying from school to her father, saying that she doesn't want to go through this anymore, really affecting her mental health. But how come now all of a sudden their attitudes have changed and they've learned to accept it? The answer's simple. What all of these individuals have in common is that they've taken something that's considered to be a negative and turned it into a positive. Because you see, instead of feeling sorry for themselves and giving up on life, they figured out ways to monetize on their condition. Thanks to the internet, these individuals went viral. The Manurangs have grown to over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 2 million followers on TikTok, while Kawana has amassed more than 500,000 on hers. And we all know going viral comes with many benefits. You get many people from all over the world interested in your story, giving you support and helping you through your day-to-day life, and also the biggest perk, money-making opportunities. All of them have now been able to earn an income from their unique features, elevating their standards of living. The oldest brother in the Monorang family has even found love. They highly urge anyone who's going through similar things not to feel desperate or give up on themselves. Don't complain that life is unfair, and instead accept yourself as you are and look at it with an optimistic attitude. All in all, right now this family is just thankful for the way they look, and they see it as a gift from God.